Hi everyone, it's Wayward Stitcher here, and today is July the 27th, and I'm doing my July update. Not a whole lot to show, but there's reasons why. Again, this year, life is just, it's kicking me where it counts, I tell you. I've got some more not so great news, and I can't keep up with it. It's ridiculous. And every time I think I feel like stitching, something happens and I just can't. Anyway, I have a couple of hours before I need to leave to do some things for the day, to finish helping my aunt pack for moving. So I figured I would pop in and give you guys a really quick update. And yeah, so first things first, I'll go over the news so that you guys know what's been going on. First off, at the beginning of this month, around on the 7th of July, we had to say goodbye to our beloved clinic cat where I work. I had known Fluffy for 11 years, and she was 17 when we had to put her to sleep. So she was doing extremely well. She had kidney disease, but we were managing it. I was giving her fluids twice a week for that, and just, you know, she was fine. And then she went off her food and was vomiting, and we did some blood work, and the blood work came back not good at all. So we sadly had to say goodbye to her, and that was really difficult for me. But, you know, she's in a better place now, and she's not suffering, so that's, you know, that's important. And the girls at work created a nice paw print of her paw for me to keep, and that made me super happy. So that's one thing. And so for a while after that, I really wasn't feeling like stitching because, you know, she was like my own pet, and that was really difficult for me. So, you know, work now for a while hasn't been the same without her being there, and it's taking some getting used to not having to do these treatments for her twice a week. Anyways, before I cry, moving on to another not so awesome thing. More death, if you can believe that. I can't take any more deaths this year, guys. I seriously, I can't. Like, this past weekend, my neighbor on the right side of us, her dog passed away. That was rough. She's a really nice lady, but she can't get out on her own. She can't get the dog to the vet, that kind of thing. And so I guess something had happened, and he had cut himself somehow, and we think that the cut got infected, and, you know, the rest is, you know, the dog was 13, but still, my brother called me up because he's the neighbor on the other side of her, and he said, the dog passed away. Is there anything that I need to do? Does it need to see a vet before I bury it? And I was like, no, I don't think so. If you're pretty sure he's gone, you don't, you know. And he said he wanted me to come watch the kids so that, you know, they didn't interrupt him while he was burying the dog. And so that was sad. And then 2 days ago, my neighbor from across the street passed away, which was a total shock. We knew he had a form of cancer. I think he had bowel cancer, but he was getting treatments for it, and he seemed to be he seemed like he needed to be in a home kind of thing, but I don't know. He was really good friends with my dad, so my dad's really upset. And anyways, I think he was 80. So, and anyway, I was playing some video games, and my mom comes in because the day before he had been taken up to the hospital by ambulance because you know, it's not like that he wasn't doing well. It was just like he had lost his strength and he couldn't get up and nobody could help lift him because he was like dead weight and nobody was strong enough to pick him up. So they called the ambulance and had the paramedics come pick him up. And he wasn't even in the hospital for 30 hours. And he passed away. I was like, my mom came in and told me that while I was playing video games. And I was just like, what? You're kidding. I'm like, of course you come in and you tell somebody that someone passed away, that they're not kidding. But like, that was my reaction. I was like, are you serious? Like, oh my God. So now we're dealing with that. And there's going to be a funeral to go to. And I can't with this stuff. There's too much. And with my depression as it is, man, day by day, take it day by day, people. But it's not easy. I'll admit, it's really not easy. So moving on from the death portion of the video, we'll move on to something a little more interesting. Like you guys knew, about my aunt moving. She's moving next weekend. We're doing that. I'm going over to her house today to help her pack, and then she's coming here for dinner. And some other good news though, which this will be totally awesome. For you older folks out there, maybe some of you that are my age too might recognize the band name when I say it, but I am going to a Nazareth concert next week with my dad. So that's going to be fun. We saw Nazareth several years ago already together in concert, and now we're going to do it again, and it's going to be awesome. So I'm excited for that. The next thing, my craft room organization, that is going very well. Those of you on Stitch Mania that might have seen my embarrassing craft room picture. I know it's probably not as bad as some, but I felt so embarrassed posting that picture. I was like, oh my gosh. And it got comments and comments and comments. There's like over 100 comments on that picture. I was like, whoa. Wow. Who knew if I wanted to get some comments, all I had to do was post a nasty picture of my craft room. Anyway, thank you, all you ladies and fellows, for the help and the encouragement to get it done, because I got it done. The room is clean. I just need to go through my stitchy stuff, get the drawers organized, get everything labeled, that kind of stuff. We're still a work in progress, but we're working on it. Next up, I got a tattoo, guys. You might have already kind of seen it, and some of you that follow me on Instagram will have already seen it, but I did get a tattoo 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago yesterday, actually. And it is a tattoo that I got in memory of my meeting Jared Padalecki, in memory of not in memory, but because I'm part of the Supernatural fandom. That's another reason why it's a memory that, you know, you met Jared, you know, it's a memory for that. Jared, some of you that follow Supernatural know that Jared does these Always Keep Fighting campaigns. That is what this tattoo is for. So I will show you guys really quick. It's finally done healing so it doesn't look gross, but this is Always Keep Fighting, and this is the I Am Enough heart and star there that I'm not sure if he created that himself or not, but that is it. And I'm super proud of myself for doing it, because I was very scared. I didn't want to do it at first. Like, I did want to do it, but I didn't want to do it, you know, because I was really scared. And thanks to those of you on Instagram that gave me some encouragement and told me that it's really not that bad. But I went and it really wasn't that bad. The tattoo artist that I had was very gentle, and the worst of it was the healing process, honestly. The scabbing and the everything else was way worse than actually getting it done, so props to me for being strong and just doing it. I'm really proud of myself for going out there and doing something like that. But so now this will always be my reminder with my depression and my anxiety and everything else. You know, it's there. It's a visual reminder to, hey, take a minute, breathe. You have this. You're fine. You're going to be okay. Jared said he has your back, even though you don't see him, even though he's not really there, you know he's got your back, you know everything's good, you're fine. And, you know, every once in a while you need to have a reminder that, hey, you've got friends too that are awesome and have your back and that kind of thing. So anyways, that is, that's another thing. So, next up, tattoo. Yay me. I'm no longer the tattoo virgin. But no, I don't think I'm gonna get another one. And the next thing, it's kind of part of haul, not really haul, but I did invest in an iPad finally. Oh, let me tell you, Easy PDF Reader has become my savior. I'm so happy to have it. So with that being said, I'll get right into showing you guys my whips. My iPad's here, it's open, it's ready to go. And thank you to Portia Parker, is that how you say her last name? I think. And her tutorial for how to use Easy PDF Reader. Awesome. I absolutely love it. So Portia, if you're watching, thank you. So with that being said, I'll show you guys my finish first and then I'll go through my whips. If you guys remember my last video, if you guys remember, I don't know why I say that. As you guys know, I had been working on those 2 horses from Dimensions, the Horse Pals kit. I finally finished that. And here it is. All finished. Aren't they cute? They're absolutely adorable. I love them. I love horses. I love them. They are great. So I'm super glad to have that done. I finished it a couple weeks ago. Probably a week after I did my last video, I finished this up. Or a couple of days afterwards. It really wasn't that long. So that's finished. And then I have 2 new starts and a whip and some haul for you guys. So I'll just show you guys my whips. So first I'll show you my mini Dragon's Lair by Ann Stokes that I am working on. So this is it. Pardon the glare. And then this is where I'm at. You guys might have seen my story on my Instagram. I had him on my big lap stand. Too cumbersome for me. My arms were getting sore from having to... Nope. So he's back on my 8x8 Q-snap. And this is where I'm at. So I'm back working up in here trying to fill this in. And then I'm going to start working my columns again and go this way. And then I'll get back down to that page down in the bottom there. My Sherlock needle minder. Still haven't seen that movie, by the way. I have had literally no time. Well, I probably have. It's not on the list of things I really want to do right now. And then I have my other new start. I guess I'll just use this book again. Even though it's got lined paper, it's probably not the best. Let's see, maybe I have something else. I do. Just bear with me, people. I started this on plastic canvas, and just as something to take with me to the hospital when I was with my aunt while she was out getting some x-rays done. And as some of you know that I'm a huge Pokemon fan, so that's what I started. I started a tiny little Piplup on, I think this is 14 count plastic canvas. I have no idea. And my blingy Stormtrooper that I still am in love with. But yeah, I started him. This is about 2 days worth of work. I haven't finished him yet. I haven't felt like it. So that is one of my other new starts. And then the other new start that I have, I'm really excited about. In Stitch Mania, I think it's Jessie Marie. Jessie Marie and someone else created a group called Joan Elliott July. And I joined that group, and I did a new start, Joan Elliott, of course. And already, I'm not that far along, and I've already had to enlist in someone's help. And surprisingly, Joan Elliott herself helped me out. And that, like, I had a fangirl moment for like 5 seconds, and then proceeded to tell her what I needed. I was having trouble with a part of the pattern. I couldn't read properly, and I couldn't tell whether I needed to do petite stitches, quarter stitches, 3/4 stitches, you know, that kind of thing. So Joan was really helpful and gave me a small enlarged portion of the chart that I was working on so that I could see better. So thank you, Joan. It was very helpful. I appreciate it. And then, so the design that I'm doing, that I started for Joan Elliott July, is Blue Geisha. And now this kit has it marked as Garden Geisha. It's not Garden Geisha, it's a Blue Geisha. So this is what I'm doing. Isn't she gorgeous? I absolutely love her. And this is where I'm at. And there's a little bit more work, but it's in the Q-snaps, so this is where I'm at so far. So I was working up here in the skin area, and there is some sparkly threads in there. I don't know if you can see them. They're in here. But I had to get Joan to help me, because in her face and in her neck area, there's some fractional stitches there that I couldn't tell if they were fractional stitches or petite stitches or like what I was supposed to be doing. Because the chart that I have isn't a very good chart. It's not the digital color copy, so it's not that easy to read. But yeah, that's where I'm at, and I do love her. She's very beautiful. And this is about, I want to say, only 13 days of work. And it's the 27th now. So I haven't worked on her every day this month, but that's about 13 days worth of work. So I love her. So that is my Joan Elliott. And I love seeing everybody else's progress in that group on their projects too. Like, I think there's like 2 or 3 other ladies that are doing the same one as me. So it's really fun to watch them and to see their progress as well. And then I have some haul. Not much, but I have some. I picked up, I guess this is, what month is this? June's Just Cross Stitch magazine with the Joan Elliott mermaid on the front. I can't wait to do her. I'm definitely doing her. She is gorgeous. If I know it's July already, but if anybody wants a flip through of this magazine, if it hasn't already been done, just let me know and I'll do a separate video for that, no problem. And then the last bit of haul that I have is actually a kind of a gift, kind of a purchase. On Instagram I had posted that I was looking for a specific kit that I couldn't find without spending, you know, $60 or $70, and I really didn't want to do that because, yeah, anyway, I really didn't want to do that. So someone contacted me, and I'm not going to say their name just because I think it should be a privacy thing. I don't like saying the names of the people that gift me anyways. I think it's, you know, unless they say it's okay. And they haven't given me permission, so I'm not going to. Anyways, so someone contacted me and said that they had some leftovers that they would be willing to give to me, but all I had to do was pay for shipping. And I thought, you know, that's, sure, yeah, no problem. That's way cheaper than I would have to pay for the whole kit. And yes, I have to have my own fabric, but still cheaper, still cheaper. I have a full set of DMC, I can convert the whole thing. Anyway, so she mailed me the kit for the Guardian. And this is a Dimensions Gold collection with the wolf on it, and I love it. So this kit would have cost me $60 or $70, but there's the pattern in here, which is in very good shape, leftover floss, and I only paid $8 for it. So, and she sent me a little gift along with it as well. She sent me, now, we don't know the count of this fabric. It's either 32 or 28, I think she said. But it depends on which way you hold the fabric and which way you stitch on it, because it's not completely square, is what she said. Anyway, she sent me this beautiful piece of hand-dyed fabric. Isn't this pretty? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to find something to put on this. It is like, it's greens, and it's pretty true to life, honestly. Like, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I can't wait to use this. And I don't know, I don't think the mermaid would look right on here. I think it's too green, and there's too much, you know, blues. I mean, it might work for her. We'll have to see. That, I would definitely have to see. But yeah, that was a lovely gift, so thank you very much. I was not expecting the extra little bit of fabric with the patterns, so definitely worth the $8 I spent to pay for shipping and all that kind of stuff, because that fabric alone would cost me more than that, I think. So again, thank you very, very much. It was a wonderful gift, and I can't wait to start that chart, you know, whenever life stops kicking me and, you know, making me feel like crap. So anyways, I hope you guys have enjoy the rest of your month, and I'll hopefully see you at the end of August. Bye!